Good. Cool. All right, good girl. Let's go. Ooh. Check my girth. Good girl. Oh, don't move, Sophie. Stand still. Shit. There we go. Good girl. I know I'm leaning weird. Just stand for me, Ho. I know. Just stand. Okay? Okay, it's gonna work.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How is Miss King feeling today?
She feels good.
Okay,
We've done walk, trot, a little bit of canter, and she's picked everything up really well. She walked off like from the first couple steps with some good pep in her step, and she feels lighter than she did on Monday. So
okay, good,
she's feeling
good.
good.
All right, awesome. Oh my God, the doors are open again. Yay.
I know, it's terrifying.
Is it nice today at least?
It is. It's like a little bit cloudy and a little breezy and like 50,
Okay.
but like it's not bad by any means.
I mean, it ain't 25 and blowing
Yeah,
40-mile-an-hour winds.
exactly.
Well, good. Okay. Um, okay, I was just thinking a little bit more after I had texted you about kind of like the injection thing. I think
Yeah,
if she's feeling better today, like my first inclination was that she had two pretty big days back to back. And I think the ride
yeah.
that you had, like you guys worked quite a bit on that left lead canter. And so
Uh-huh.
um, I'm still inclined to say, like, give it, like another week or so. And if we feel like
Yeah.
she's regressing at any point, it's just like, to me, if you're going to do the injections, obviously you want to try and do it with the best of the best, right? And so
Totally. Yeah.
it's just like a little bit unfortunate that it's so late, and like because typically you've
I
done it like
know.
every May, right? And so
Yeah.
like we're like a year in at that point. She's been doing a lot more. She's like moved at this, you know what I mean? Like there's just been a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
more like put into it. And
Mhm.
so if if you really feel like she's getting stiff or she starts like becoming more hesitant to step into the trot in the canter, then I think we should really consider like trying to get something on the books sooner. Like if you
Uh-huh.
were to tell me it was like the very end of May, I'd be like, yeah, you can probably get by for like another month. But now we're waiting at like, almost like a month and a
Like
half at this
mid-June.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
So
just really
I
didn't want to run into like she is sore and we can't do as much work as we want to be able
right.
to do and now we only have a month until the show, and like we haven't been able to
For
put in the
sure.
quality work we wanted to. But yeah, like I'm totally with you. I think we just kind of, she feels better today already, so
Yeah, I
as
mean,
long
she
as
looks
she's
like
still
she's
feeling good,
tracking
then.
up. And so, like, to
Hmm.
me, this is a much better walk than what y'all had on Monday. And so,
Good.
it's just keep kind of keep that mental progression, right? Like, if you notice, okay,
Yeah.
she's had like a few really hard days in a row, then maybe she needs like a day or two off, and that kind of helps things reset, and we can kind of like
Yeah.
baby it a little bit. But if we're like, oof, okay, now we're going on like 2 weeks and like pretty consistently, like she's heavier, she's not wanting to really sit, she's being a little bit resistant, then I think we do need to
Hmm.
like take that next step and be like, okay, while not super ideal, we need to probably address it, because then that is going to put you guys like a little bit more behind than where we really want to be prepping for the big show. So just, yeah,
Right.
I guess at the end of the day, like kind of keep a mental log of how she's feeling. But, you know, it might be for the next month, we need to be pretty conscious about, okay, we're going to work her, but then she needs like a day or two off. And see, you
Gotcha.
know, if possible, like obviously not when you're like posted out and stuff, but like if you can, try to make the
Hmm.
days off not like consecutive if possible. Like work her
Yeah.
for a few days, give her a day off, work her for a couple days, give her a day off, that sort of thing, and see if you notice a difference. I mean, obviously when you're out, like that, it is what it is, but that might also
Uh-huh.
be like a good relief for her at the beginning of next month to
Yeah,
kind of say like, okay, like you've
for
been working
sure.
hard, like take a minute and like think on that now, right? um
Yeah, and
so
I've been
anywho.
thinking when we go to Monday, Tuesday lessons, okay, like ride Monday, Tuesday, give her Wednesday off, ride on
Mhm,
Thursday, Friday off, and then
mhm.
do like our some kind of fitness or trail ride or something different on the either Saturday or Sunday to kind of like do a little bit of
Okay.
variation but still get her out. And then yeah, that way she's not sitting from like Thursday to Monday.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's like a really good plan. And as best as you can, like try to stick to that. And then that way it'll give
Yeah.
you a better idea too. Like, ooh, she does better with whatever, like a day off after a few hard lessons, or like after a fitness day, she does better with like a day to just like kind of regroup on that. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
just like keep that mental log. And then obviously, like in your lessons going into next month, if we start noticing that things are, I don't want to say regressing, because I don't think she's not going to regress that bad, but if
Yeah.
things start
Uh-huh.
becoming like quite hard or challenging and we feel like we're having to like really push for stuff that she's been more willing to give us, then I think we
Mhm.
kind of just need to reevaluate and say, okay, maybe mid June isn't like something that we can really, really do. And
Gotcha.
truth be told, it at that point, it might also be worth it to call that vet or the vet clinic and just say, hey, have y'all had any cancellations? Like, if you have a
Yeah, totally.
cancellation, like, can you let
Let
me
me
know
know.
and like put me on that list? And it would be great if she could come a little bit earlier. It never hurts to ask
Yeah,
that either, because there are people that cancel all the time. So,
for sure.
um, anywho, so that was just kind of my thought after I texted you, and I was like, I think we should just keep a little bit of an eye on it, you know?
Yeah, yeah, totally.
So, okay. On that note, let me just, I'm just going to get my water cup really quick. Let me grab that section. It is quite warm here today, and I have
Oh
not drank
goodness.
water at all. So,
I feel that.
um, yeah. Okay. So let's see how she goes. When you're ready, go ahead and pick up the trot and let her be a little bit longer in the frame, kind of like we did on Monday, where she can be a little bit longer, but watch that the pole isn't getting too low. Okay.
Gotcha.
So just think about, you know, if you're going to put your leg on, you can bring it back to move her off of the inside leg, but then bring it back forward to the girth and then squeeze. Yeah, that
Good
looks good there.
girl.
Good. Yep. And then squeeze both legs together and say, okay, now I want to feel, yeah, this is actually a way better trot than Monday.
Yeah.
So now that she has a little bit more push and power, this is where you really need to be conscious about riding her in a little bit more of that uphill frame. Okay. So the other thing is like when she starts to get heavy and pull that pole down, she's trying to take the weight off of the hind end a little bit and pull herself around with her front legs. So as you come into the corners, think of like a little half halt on the outside rein, kind of like squeezing that wet dish sponge, and then left leg comes back. So you can almost go back to those working turns in the trot on the forehand.
Gotcha.
So now left leg back, squeeze outside rein, good, and then left leg forward. Yeah, good. There, you see how like it almost draws her pull up without you having to do so much in the rein there? That's the feeling I want you to have as you go around.
Good girl.
Good, and then push her over, and then left leg forward. Yep. Super. And then you're going to do like a little short diagonal change of direction. Pushing her over, 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 and then left leg forward. Good. Now think left leg, push the haunches out. Good, and then soften left leg, right leg comes on. Think about keeping hands even on either side of her wither, and this is fine where her pole is at here. This I quite like because she's not getting too low and her nose is a little out in front of her here.
Gotcha.
Good, and then kind of, oh dear. There we go. This is very sad. Hold on. If you can hear me, we're having a short glitch moment here. Give me just a sec. Hello? There you are. Okay, sorry. We had a short glitching moment there for a second. Alrighty then. Good. And then, yeah, now think right leg comes back. Okay, so there, just like a little bit firmer half halt in the left rein. I like the power, but she's kind of just motorcycling through the turn a little bit, right? So they're now like a bigger half halt. Yep. Good. And then you're going to make a like 15-meter circle on this next long side. So stay between the poles and the rail. Good. And then now look over right shoulder, little half halt here, outside rein. And then think about like slowing your post down. So take a couple deep breaths. There you go. Yep. So we have to watch a little bit where she keeps the power, but it's not like a running away from you power, right? If that makes sense.
Gotcha, yeah.
There you go. Now go straight and a little half halt here. And then now coming into this corner, right leg comes back. Little half halt and then just soften. Good. There you go. Good. And then on this end, by the open door, you're going to make another 15-meter circle. So as she comes onto the circle, think that your inside leg is forward there at the girth. Little flexion right, and then looking over your right shoulder. Think about squeezing that sponge in that right rein with your ring finger, holding it for like 3 steps, and then a little outside ring finger squeeze, and then inside ring finger and straighten. There you go. So just trying to get her to soften a little bit more in the jaw there, right? Like she has a good pace, but she's just a little bit locked there. Good. Stay on your circle, and then again, you're going to think right ring finger squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Left ring finger squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Right ring finger. 1, 2, 3, and then straighten her and down your long side. Good. Good. And then in the far corner by our little nasty little stinker mini friend, you're going to come across the diagonal and change directions. So think here, check
Girl.
in with your flexion, little right rein, right leg on, pushing her over, good. Now soften right leg comes on. Good, Julia. There you go. Good. And then 15-meter circle left ring finger squeeze. Good. Right ring finger squeeze. Left ring finger straighten. Good. Watch that left hand doesn't want to come and kind of pull the shoulder over. So start to think about what you have to plan for in your canter, right? There you go. Good. Right ring finger, left ring finger, right ring finger. There you go. Straighten down your long side. Good. Stay nice and tall here. Good, Julia. And then on that end, 15-meter circle.
Oh my goodness, I know.
Oh my God.
Girl.
And then left ring finger, right ring finger, left ring finger. There you go. Good. And then settle yourself. Take a breath. Soften the lower back. Good. One more circle here. Good. Work on that flexion. Feel that you can just wiggle the ring finger and you get an answer. Good. And then down the long side.
There you go.
Haunches stay out. Good. And then now just soften through the forearm for a second. Let her carry you.
Girl.
Good. Super.
Girl.
Yeah, really good. And then give yourself enough space down by the danger zone. And then and then a little half halt here. And then soften the forearms. And follow with the elbow. Good. There you go. Good. And then you're going to let her come to walk and take just a short walk break here.
Good mare.
Good. And
Very
then let her take that.
good.
Yeah, very nice.
Good job, Mama.
So definitely more power today. So what we want to be careful of here is that the power doesn't become running and pulling on the forehand, right?
Gotcha,
So use that a little bit to your advantage in the sense of like put in a 15-meter circle. You don't have to create so much acceleration. Instead, you can kind of think about like sitting up, keeping your hands together, let the circle back her off a little bit, but you come into it with more power, which is what you need on a smaller circle, right? Like especially when you start doing your 15 and 10-meter canter circles, you actually need like more canter than what you would have in a 20-meter. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And that's a little bit of the idea of lifting that inside leg and seat bone to give her a place to come into. Right.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So for this next little section, before we get to the canter, I want to play with our trot poles here.
Sweet.
Okay? So you're going to do, we'll start to the left. You're going to do like a 15-meter circle in the corner, kind of right in front of me. Okay. So 15-meter circle, and then you're going to take that 15-meter circle into your trot poles. Go through your trot poles, come down your long side and shoulder 4, and then back into that 15-meter circle and kind of practice that again. And we'll do that like a few times in each direction, and we'll give her a little walk break and then do the canter. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Let her sort herself out here. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Little lady.
Good girl. Good girl.
She looks good today, though. Like, she definitely has more energy than she did on Monday, so that's super.
Yeah, for sure. She came walking up to me in the pasture. I was like, oh, we're ready to go today.
What a good girl. She's like, hello, Mother. I didn't get to see you yesterday. I would like to come out and play.
I know. There are definitely some days she... Oh, heck.
There you go. I got you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, there are definitely some days that she's like, I call her as soon as I walk out of the barn. Sometimes she doesn't acknowledge me. Sometimes she'll like pick her head up and look and be like, oh, okay, whatever, and then go back to eating. And then some days she's like, oh, it's you, and she'll like walk up to me, and I'm like, You know, you just never know.
You know, we love a mare. We love a mare.
Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
making me work for it. I love it.
Right? Whereas like the geldings are like,
It's
hello,
just more
hi, yeah,
special
okay,
when you
okay.
do. Yeah.
It is. It
Like, oh my
is.
God, I miss you so much.
Right? You're like, oh my God, you do love me. This is exciting.
Yeah. Right? Like
All
even with
right.
my cats, my
Oh,
little boy cat, immediately he was like, "You're my best friend, and we're just gonna do this thing together, and it's gonna be great." And
hmm.
then my little girl cat hid behind the couch for 2 weeks. I didn't see her,
Oh
and
my
oh,
God.
like she gradually got like she'd come out, and now she's like super cuddly, and I'm like, "Don't tell your brother, but I kind of like you more, 'cause like, you know, you chose to like me, and we have this
Right?
bond, and."
Oh my God, that's cute.
All right, good
Okay.
Bob.
So now when you pick her up from the walk here, like practice your medium walk for a second, right?
Mhm.
Make sure you've got her kind of paying attention. You've got that little half halt. Good. And then think of the rhythm, right? We worked a lot on that on Monday. So you don't want the
Uh-huh.
rhythm to change. Yeah, good, good. And then there, now think a little suppling. So a little outside ring finger, left ring finger,
Ugh.
outside, inside. Yep.
There you go. Good.
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 And then into the trot.
Good girl.
Good. So take a
Good
lap
girl.
around, come around your poles, and then come down to this corner and start your exercise.
Okay.
So think about maintaining this trot tempo, okay? This has enough power. You don't want her to be any slower than this because you want her coming up with the hind end. But just
Uh-huh.
watch that she doesn't kind of grab the bit a little bit and take that pole down and get too fast. So now your
Gotcha.
15-meter circle, left leg forward there. Good. Looking over that left shoulder. And then now you're starting to look for the poles here. Good. Make your line. And then on the line, now you kind of settle, let her figure it out. Keep upper body tall.
Good
Yeah, super.
girl.
Good.
Very
And then a
good.
little left leg through the short end there, prepping for your shoulder in. So remember, left leg needs to stay forward. Watch it doesn't
Yep.
sneak back to push the haunches. There you go.
There.
There, good,
Good
good. And then
there.
straighten her and your
Good
15-meter
girl,
circle. Super.
Sophie.
Yeah,
Good
really good.
girl.
Looking over
There you
left
go.
shoulder,
There you
low
go.
hands there. Think about where that left hand is at by her wither. Good. And then looking for the poles. Good. Let the poles kind of regulate the trot. Good
Good
girl. And then a
girl.
little turn on the working turn on the forehand here. Haunches out. Good. And then now shoulder in left. Left leg forward. Think about where your weight is. Kind of playful in the rein. Think a little inside, outside ring finger. Good,
Good
Julia.
girl,
Straighten her.
Sophie.
And we're
Good
going to do that
job.
one more time.
Good job.
Super. So now here, think when you come to the poles, I want you to think just a little half halt on the outside rein. Because can you kind of feel how the haunches want to go out just a little bit there and swing out?
Yeah.
So outside leg comes back now. Left leg forward. Catch the haunches. Yes, better turn. Good.
Yeah. Much better.
Super. There you go.
Good
Good
girl,
girl.
Sophie. Good girl.
And then a little working turn on the forehand here. In prep for your shoulder in. Left leg forward. You're going to do that all one more time, making that better turn to your poles. Yeah, super.
Gotcha.
Good girl. Good. And then
Good
straighten her.
there. There you go.
Super. 15-meter
There you go.
circle. Now envision that you're going to make another 15-meter circle here, but your eye starts to bring her over to the poles. Outside leg is coming back a little bit here now. Inside leg forward. There you go. Better turn. Good job. Good. Easy, 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 easy. Yes. And then little
Good
turn on the
there.
forehand. One more shoulder in left here. Left leg forward. Good. Good. Keep her a little softer in the bridle here. So a little inside, outside ring finger. Super. Good.
Good
Straight.
girl,
You're going to go
Selfie.
through the short end, across the diagonal, and change directions.
Good mare.
Left leg, left leg, left leg, left leg. Good. Soften. And now right leg. Excellent. Good. Now your 15-meter circle in this corner. Good. Right leg. Think about pushing her out a little bit here. Looking over that right shoulder. Now think about making that same turn to your poles. Yeah, good. And then quiet. Take a deep breath. Let her figure out the poles here. Oh, super. Good. And then prep for your shoulder in right. So now be very clear that it's shoulder in, right leg is forward at the girth. Keep her soft. Think a little right leg, right ring finger squeeze. There you go. There you go. Better at the end. Now your 15-meter circle. Really think about flexing her to the right here. Get her to soften right rein. So hold to, and then leg, come. Good, good. And then look for your poles. Hold that flexion. Try not to let her peek her nose to the outside. There you go. Better.
Good girl.
And then shoulder in right. Now almost over exaggerate. I don't want to say the bend in her neck, but make sure you've got the flexion in that right rein, okay? Right leg forward. There.
There you go.
There you go.
There.
Good girl. Good girl. And then
Good
straighten
job.
her. 15-meter circle. Looking hard over right shoulder. Left leg back just barely. Yeah, that's better in the flexion,
Better.
right?
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
her to bend more around the inside leg. Good.
Yeah.
And then down through your trot poles. Good.
Good mare.
And then maintain. Super.
Good girl.
Good. And then shoulder in right one more time. Good. Right leg forward. Good. Keep your right shoulder back. Watch that you're not collapsing. Better. Good. Good. And then 15-meter circle right.
Good girl. Yeah.
Keep your flexion and then carry on. Come across the diagonal and change directions. Turn a little sooner, give yourself space, and then push haunches out here. Right leg, right leg, right leg. Good. And then soften right leg, left leg. Yeah, lovely. Super. Good girl. Good. And then 15-meter circle. Good. Look over left shoulder. Outside leg back. So make another 15-meter circle and think about the outside leg coming back here so she doesn't swing haunches out. Yes. Yes.
There you go.
There you go. Better. Better. Good. Good. And then come to your walk and let her take a break.
Good job, Mama.
Good.
Good job. Yeah.
Yeah. So there, like, you almost have to think, like, if I was going to tell you to come jump a cross rail, your poles are the cross rail, right? So you have to plan your approach to them. And that's why I'm having you do the 15-meter circle, not only to regroup her, but now you're making like that little half circle basically onto your line to your poles, right? So just like you would ride your 15-meter circle, you don't want her haunches flying to the outside in the turn. Right. Now she's crooked coming into your poles, right? So as you're riding that 15-meter circle, you're looking over your inside shoulder. Your outside leg is back slightly just to catch the haunches there. And then instead of the 15-meter circle, you think about turning that into your like 18-meter half circle and then going to the poles. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I'm in that circle, my hand, so I pull my shoulder back, but my hand should stay like, because I'm keep bringing it down here, it should stay up more. Okay.
So that left hand wants to drop a little bit, right? And you need to start to think about keeping your hands even on either side of her wither. Because if you
Gotcha.
were to like move her up the levels, eventually what your half halt becomes is less like stop. It essentially just becomes like, okay, if you want her to move the trot out, you're going to give your hands, plural, forward an
Uh-huh.
inch, and her pole is up quite a bit, right? Like that's when she's like really collected, and you give your hands forward like
Yeah.
an inch, and she follows that out. And then instead
Right.
of being like and like bringing her back, you just bring that hand back an inch. That's like
Gotcha.
if you watch the upper level riders, you're not watching them do, and they're constantly kind of using their ring fingers to like keep them
Yeah.
soft, right? So
Yeah.
they're not like take right rein, bring the hand down, and then give it back when the horse softens. It becomes like, oh, my hands are here.
Just
Now my
barely.
ring fingers become the aid that they're responding to, right? And so
Gotcha.
when
Yeah.
the horse comes up in their wither and their pole more, and they take a little more weight on the hind end, you have to supplement that by saying like, okay, I got to keep my hands more even, because
Uh-huh.
if you're bringing your hand down, you're almost trying to keep her there by
Right.
lowering your hand, right? And that's
Gotcha.
not
Uh-huh.
how we want her to learn it. Okay.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Good girl.
so when
Yes.
like we'll play a little bit more. So we're gonna do the canter section next while she's fresh.
Uh-huh.
And then maybe a little bit at the end, if we've got time, we'll do that kind of 15 meter to the poles just a couple times off of each rein so you can practice that again. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
No. Just stand still, Mare. Thank you.
She's like, no, thank you. She's like, no, thank you.
Yeah, literally.
Ma'am, no, thank you.
We just have to have a discussion about it every single time.
Oh, you horses. Just listen to us. Your life would be so
I
much
know.
easier.
Literally.
For
I'm
the
like,
love
bro,
of
we
everything
just
good and holy.
do it the first time. We don't have to do all this shit.
I mean, seriously.
Girl.
You wish you could just explain that to him and be like,
I
you
know.
just made your life a lot harder, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
glad
look,
we're on the same page.
help
Yeah.
me help you, and
Yeah.
we will both be so much happier.
Literally. Help me help you. Please.
Sophie says, I just
Okay.
like the drama sometimes.
Oh, well, she's a girl. She's a girl.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that's like, inevitably. I hate drama. It's something that happens. And I'm like, why the fuck? I don't want, no,
Right.
I don't want to be inserted in that.
I know.
Oh. Okay, so let's do this. I think we address the left lead canter before the right lead canter. While it's
Cool.
fresh, she feels good, and we can like work that side a little bit more. Okay? So
Sweet.
we're gonna try something a little bit different today. Okay?
Cool.
I'm gonna have you keep the circle on this end, so we're not dealing with our little mini friend. Okay, I love him
Right.
dearly, but when he sets off our other little friend, it doesn't help the case. So
Yeah.
we're gonna move our circle down to this end. You're gonna stay between the gate and your poles, which is still a pretty decently sized circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're again coming into these 15-meter circle ideas. Okay, you're gonna do 15-meter circle in front of the gate. Okay. When you finish that 15-meter circle in that next corner that you're coming into right now, you're going to pick up left lead canter on a true 20-meter circle. Okay. I want like 2 or 3 good left lead canter. If that means that she starts leaning really bad, let me actually rephrase this. If she's leaning that bad, I want you to keep her in the canter because we need to like get a little bit of that duration like extended. Okay.
Gotcha.
And I don't want her just thinking that she gets to pick up the left lead canter and then come out of it whenever her little heart desires. Yep.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
if she's leaning, do not let her trot. If she breaks to the trot, get her right back to the canter. I don't care what the transition looks like, but she's got to start like accepting the fact that she needs to hold the left lead canter a little bit. Okay.
Gotcha.
After those couple circles, whatever, 2, 2.5, 3 circles, bring her back to the trot wherever you're at on the circle, and then back to your 15, and then out of the 15, ride the canter depart into your 20. Does that make sense?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like a spiral out, but I think it's going to help you keep the shape of her body a little bit more, and then consciously ride that bigger circle. Okay?
Sweet. Yeah.
All right. So when you're ready, pick up the trot.
Good.
Good
Very
girl.
good.
Yeah. So now in your trot, like take a circle or two before you come to your 15 meter and make sure that you've got her soft in the rein, that she's not hanging on you, but you can flex her a little left, you can flex her a little right, just in your ring fingers without that left hand coming down to your knee.
Gotcha.
Okay. There. And then as you do that, and she has to lift her belly and her back, she's going to want to lose a little bit of the momentum. So keep the inside leg at the girth so that you can give that little toothpaste squeeze and get her back up. Okay?
Gotcha.
There you go. Good. So then next time you come around, you're going to do your 15-meter circle.
Okay.
Okay. On the 15-meter circle, keep the powerful trot, but try not to let your lower back tighten into the canter depart. Okay. Keep a soft lower back. Outside leg back. Work on the flexion. Do a little counter true bend. There you go. Good. And then 20-meter and canter. Good. Now consciously ride that 20-meter circle. There you go. Now think here. You got to help her. You got to keep her out. So left leg forward, lifting the inside seat bone. Good. Now think about the squeeze. Yeah. Get her back. Get her back. Get her back. You can say no, 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 but then she goes. Yes. There. Okay. Now pat her with the inside hand. Good girl. Settle. And now a little squeeze here. Preemptively squeeze. Yes, Julia. Good. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. There you go. Good job. Left leg lift. Left leg lift. Left leg lift.
Yeah, good.
There you go. And now plan your downward. Yes. Good. Pat her with the inside hand. Okay, I'm not going to hold you. Pat her. Good. And then 15-meter circle. Super. So like there, that's the correction you have to make. And then you get out of it, right? Like make it now and then carry on with the exercise. And pat her. Tell her you're not going to hold her in that left rein. Okay?
Right.
Okay. And then left lead canter. Yes, come on. That's okay. So now bring her back because she picked up the wrong lead. Now you're going to take your left elbow back, flex her hard to the left, and push her off that left leg. And then canter. Come. Yes. Okay, now settle and think supportive leg. Try to quiet the upper body. Yeah. There you go. Now think about riding and support from the leg. You're stretching up. You're stretching tall. Excellent. Good. There you go. Now plan your downward here. Easy. Good. And then one more. You're going to do that 15-meter circle. So now really think about the 15 meters. Fingers closed. Try not to let her pull the rein out. Slow your post. Take a deep breath. Outside leg is back. Yes. Flexion left and canter. Come.
There you go.
Yes. There you go.
There you
now
go.
Settle. There. Now a proper 20 meters. Think a little squeeze here.
Yes.
Good, Julia. Yeah.
Yeah, good girl.
There you go. Now you're going to canter past where you trotted last time. So she doesn't just assume that she crosses center line and she gets to trot. Keep riding. Keep riding. Keep
good
riding.
Girl.
Keep riding. Yeah. And then settle.
Much
soft leg.
better.
Girl.
Much
Pat
better.
her with the left leg. Or with
good
the left
girl.
leg. Good Lord. Pat her with your left hand.
Good girl.
There you go. Good.
Good job,
and then
Mama.
just let her walk for like a lap, and then we're going to go to the right. Really good.
Yeah.
So see
that was
there,
awesome.
like when you kind of
Good
nipped it in the
girl.
bud and you just didn't accept the fact that like, because what she wants to do is she wants you to stop and regroup and walk
Exactly.
and do the whole thing, right? And like if now I'm not saying it's going to because we're working the crap out of it. If that were to happen in your test, you can't go crazy town with your whip and flapping and kicking and whipping, right? But that's where I want you to think like leg and go, like leg and go, and like really take that left rein so she doesn't pick up the wrong lead and be like, wha-bam, and then get out, leave it be. Okay?
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I think the more that you practice that, the better and better she's going to get, and the quieter and quieter your aids are. The biggest thing that like you have to remember is like, You can make a correction, but you have to make the correction and move on.
Leave it alone. Yep.
Yep. So, like, I don't mind there that you kind of got on her case. And then the next time you asked nicely and you were like, okay, let's try this again quieter. And she was like, yep, okay, got it. Like, she doesn't want to go and escalate to that route, right? But she has to realize that, like, she can, and she's very capable of holding a 20-meter circle for 3 times around. Okay.
Yes.
And then she's going to get a break, and you're going to pat her, and you're going to tell her she's a good girl, and then you're going to do it again. And then she's going to get a walk break, and she's going to get a think on it that she's a good girl and she did all the things, and then we carry on. Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
So now when you come to the right, since this has typically, well, as of lately, been her easier direction, now I want you to think very much about your position. You're not going to lean to her. You're going to sit up. You're going to keep your inside leg forward at the shoulder. You're going to have that flexion out of your 15-meter circle and ask her to step into the right lead canter. Okay?
Gotcha.
Okay. So when you're ready, you're going to put her back up to the trot. Check in that she's soft on the left and the right rein, just through the ring fingers. Hands are next to each other. Yeah, good. Good girl. Good. And then take a 20-meter circle in the trot before you start the exercise. Make sure that you've got her like butter in the reins. Good. And then just check in. Hey, can I put my right leg on? And you're going to take that step out. You got to listen. There you go. Good. And then your 15-meter circle. Now this direction, she wants to poke her nose a little to the left in the canter. So I want you to really think, like, keep that flexion to the right. She has to bend around your right leg a little bit more. Good. Prep for your transition. Flexion, 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 and canter.
Good girl.
Yes, super. Now, think quiet here. Support with the leg. Lift the inside sits bone. That's good. Good. And then hold the canter. If she'll hold it for 4 circles, great. Ride the canter that you've got. No smaller than this. Try not to let her fall in on this rail. There you go. Good. Little flexion, little flexion, little flexion. Yes.
There. Good girl.
Better. Good girl. Good. And then somewhere on this next circle, you're going to plan your downward. So you're almost going to think soften your leg. Take your leg off. Yeah.
Good mare. Good mare.
And then your 15-meter.
Good girl.
So now you're looking. Now think right leg really at the girth. Look hard over that right shoulder. Outside leg is back to catch the haunches a little bit. There you go. Now keep that into your 20-meter. Good. Stretch up. Outside leg back and the canter. Super. Okay. Now pat her with the inside hand. Quick pat and just say, yep, not going to hold you. Good girl. And then you kind of come back and it's that same idea of squeezing the sponge. 2 on the inside, 2 on the outside. 2 on the inside, 2 on the outside. Good. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. And then find somewhere and plan for your downward. Good. And then right into your 15-meter. Bend her around the right leg. Hands close together. Watch that right hand. Don't cheat her. Right? You feel there how you wanted to come down a little bit in it and kind of pull her?
Yep.
So now stay on your 15-meter circle again and kind of finesse that 15 meters. So you're looking over your right shoulder. Hands are close. Good. And then now ask for your right lead and take her into the 20. Flexion.
Yes. Beautiful.
There you go. Good girl.
Immediate. Good girl.
Yeah. Super.
Good girl.
Now enjoy this for a second, right? And pat her with the inside hand. Like, let go every so often so she's not thinking, oh, I'm just going to hang and pull.
Right.
There you go. Good. Lift with the inside leg when you pat her with that right hand. Good. There you go, Julia. Excellent. And then plan your downward. Leg off and soften. Good girl. Good. And then let her take a walk break. Big.
What a good job, Sophie.
Yeah, That was lovely.
Good
Really good.
job.
So you see, like, that 15-meter circle kind of gets her sitting a little bit more, right? And then
Yeah.
when you take that and you say, okay,
Good
now 20
job.
meters, all of a sudden the 20-meter circle feels easy, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she's had to keep that power and that push from behind, and then you take her to the 20-meter and she's like, this is cake. Okay, sure,
Uh-huh.
right? And then there you had her way more up. And when you,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
reason I'm telling you is to like pat her with the right hand is I don't want her to think that you're just going to hold, because then she's going to stiffen on that right rein.
Totally.
So we're going towards this idea of like, okay, I want you to use your ring fingers. I want you to communicate with her in the rein, but then like pat her, be like, yep, not going to hold you. Yep, good girl,
Yeah.
not going to hold you. Okay. Really,
Yeah.
really, really good. Super.
Good job, Mama.
Yeah, that was lovely. Really good girl.
Good job.
Yeah, she definitely looks like I don't want to. She didn't look bad on Monday. She just looks like
But
she's
just,
way more willing to go
yeah.
today.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. She definitely is feeling a little bit. And like that last one, we were here. I put my leg back and bam, she was gone.
super.
That was
That's what
awesome.
we want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly. So
Good
then
girl.
that's where you say, okay, that's exactly what I wanted. That's when you praise her and let her walk, right? Like
Yeah. Uh-huh.
the horses need as much time to process some of that stuff as we need time to process it, right? Like, what was that
Uh-huh.
feeling? Where was my position? All of those things. Like, she needs a
Yeah.
minute to be like, oh my God, I did it. I did it. And you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
you freaking did it, right?
Yeah.
So that's super, super important that you give them that moment to just say, okay, I'm not going to keep harping on it because you
Oh.
did good. Like, praise
Uh-huh.
her. So
Yeah.
super.
Good job.
Okay, so
Is
let's
that
let her
like
walk. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
a a situation where it's like when it's that immediate, when she's going on the 15, and then literally as my leg goes back, immediately she's gone. Is I guess it always depends, but like, is it a, hey, you did it, we're gonna come back and like we're gonna go a quarter of a circle or half a circle and then walk and let you think on it, or is it a hold it and keep doing what we're doing, but then we're gonna walk because she got that one?
If she were more, how do I want to phrase this? If she
If it was like
were,
harder before and then she gets it.
yeah, it's more like she also needs to build the strength and the fitness in holding the canner longer. And so, in that
Gotcha.
sense, I don't think you're really drawing it out like that was bad and we're going to keep cannering. It's more like, yeah,
Right.
that was awesome. Now let's canner, and like this is the goal that we're
This is
working
how it should
towards,
feel.
right? Yep.
Gotcha.
And so, in that sense, don't go for 10 circles, but like
Yeah.
ride the canner. She just got into it. It's a lovely canner. And like finish that exercise and then say, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted this whole time.
Gotcha.
Good girl.
Uh-huh.
Like, let's take a walk break. I think if you start to do too much of like, oh, the transition happened. Okay, let's take a walk break. Then we kind of
She'll
go
start.
back of
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
well,
I
I only have
see.
to canter for half a circle. You know what I mean? And
Uh-huh.
like, she needs, like, eventually she needs to hold that canter and go down half the long side, right? For your
Yeah.
test.
Yeah.
So I don't want her to think that the minute that you come out of that circle, all of a sudden she falls apart and she gets to trot. So
For sure.
now that, like, today, the transitions themselves and the quality of the canter has been quite good. This is where I would say, like, next week when I see you, now we're going to start to add in a little bit of the straight line. Can you maintain that canter without her falling over the inside shoulder as you go straight?
Mm-hmm.
Because eventually,
Gotcha.
like, I want you to be able to hold that working canter and go all the way around your arena, right? And she doesn't,
Right.
like, the wheels don't fall off as soon as you put a straight line in there. Okay?
Yeah, totally. Cool.
Okay. So I think for the last few minutes here, let's finish over the trot poles, because I think that's something that makes her feel good and she's quite proud of herself when she does it. And we can
Yeah.
work a little bit more on those 15-meter circles. So instead of now just staying off of the right and then changing direction, I'm going to make it like a little bit of a part of a test, kind of. The poles are just part of the test. Okay. So
Cool.
down on the far end, in that corner where you were doing your 15-meter circle right by the blue and white barrel, you're going to do that 15-meter circle, come through your poles. Then you're going to make a 15-meter circle in front of me in this corner. And then
Uh-huh.
across your diagonal, change directions.
Uh-huh.
You're going to do 15-meter circle left in that barrel corner, 15-meter circle in front of me, and through your poles off of the left. And we're just going to kind of keep changing direction. And that I want you to be very clear with your hands. Don't let your hands go
Yeah.
crazy town. They were much better in
Gotcha.
that canter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
think about, like, if this were part of your test and you had to make, granted, you're not going to have 15-meter circles right now, but you're going to say, like, if I made a 20-meter circle and then you have to go across the diagonal, how are you planning out of that circle to go across the diagonal? Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and pick up your trot.
Hello.
Supple her down.
He's
Yep,
so
supple her down.
scary. He's so
She's like,
scary.
I mean, they are scary little creatures.
Good girl.
There you go. Good. And then just pat her with the right hand again and say, yeah, I'm not going to hold you. There you go. Good.
Okay.
And then pick up the trot. Little left ring finger,
We're
right
not
ring
doing
finger.
this.
Yeah, try not to. So when she does that with her head, try not to let the elbow and the forearm stiffen. Okay, stay very soft in that forearm and the elbow, and then hold that ring finger squeeze on the inside,
Gotcha.
and then hold the left ring finger squeeze on the outside. So you're almost going to go right ring finger for 3 steps, left ring finger, right ring finger, trot out of that. Okay. Good. Keep the elbow soft. There you go. Yeah. Good. Lower back doesn't tense against her. You can squeeze and support with the leg.
Oh my goodness. Everything is happening, isn't it?
Yeah. Good. And then now think about that bend on the 15-meter circle again. Ride one more circle in the trot. And then now think just a teeny bit more activity here. So 1, 2,
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. Yeah,
Good
that's better.
girl.
Good. Now plan your line to your poles. Just like you were going to step into that canter lead. Good. Outside leg is back slightly. Super. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Good. Now, outside leg is back slightly. You're planning for that 15-meter circle again. Oh, she's going to poop. Oh, you little stinker putt.
No excuses now, dude.
Right, back into the trot. Come. Yep. So that's a little bit where then you got to kind of harp on her a little bit, right? Because if she does that in your test, oof, no bueno.
Yeah.
No bueno. There you go.
Oh, don't be such a press. Come on.
Yeah. Girl, you pooped right there. That's your job.
I know.
There. Now go back to that right ring finger, left ring finger. Right ring finger, left ring finger. Think about your diagonal line now. There you go. Yeah. Good. Right leg, and then left leg. Good. Little working turn here. Push the haunches over. And then 15-meter circle left. Left ring finger, right ring finger. Yes, keep the conversation there. You can be a little bit like, hey, like pay attention to me, okay? There, right. And then you get out of it when she's soft. Down your long side. Now think square shoulders, sitting up tall. And then now think about your 15-meter circle here. There you go. Better. And then on the circle, little true bend, little counter flexion. Back to your true bend. Watch that left hand. Hands out in front. Yes, and then looking for your poles. Good. There you go. Super.
Good girl.
Now plan for your diagonal line. You're going to do your 15-meter circle in the corner and then across the diagonal out of that.
Gotcha.
Good. That's better in your position. Yes.
Gotcha.
You've actually got more control doing that, right?
Uh-huh.
And then now right or left leg, left leg, left leg. Now soften left leg and right leg comes on. Good. And then your 15-meter circle left. Good.
Oh.
Now keep left hand close to the wither. Right hand and right elbow are soft. Yes, Julia. Better there.
There, yeah.
Good. And then down the long side.
Get it. Good girl.
Good. And then your 15-meter circle. Good. Outside leg back, catch the haunches, right leg forward at the girth. Look for your pulls now. Outside leg back. There. Good.
Sophie. Yes, ma'am.
There.
Look at
Super.
you.
And then 15-meter circle. Right hand close. Don't let it come down. Yeah, that's a better ride. Good. And then right leg stays forward. Good. And then across the diagonal. Right leg, and left leg. Yes.
Good
Good. You're
mare.
going to come through one more time off of the left here. 15-meter circle. Hands close. Out in front of the saddle there. Rider up to your hand. Yes, Julia. There.
Yeah. Yeah,
Your
yeah.
pole wants to come up and she lifts the wither because you said go there, right? Like go there.
Yeah.
Not pulling you. Go. Yeah.
Right. Good
There you
girl,
go.
Sophie. Good girl.
Good. And then 15-meter circle. That's so much better in your hands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good job. Left shoulder back, left leg forward at the girth. Now here, supple her just a little and start to look for your pulls. Way better in your hands, girl. Good job. Good. And then one more time, your 15-meter circle and across the diagonal.
Good girl. Yep. Good.
Good. And then now think hands kind of up and out on the circle. Like say, go there, go there, go there. Yes. There
Yeah.
you go.
Good girl,
And
Sophie.
then left leg, left leg, left leg. Look across your diagonal. Now right leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Good
go.
girl.
And then you're going to finish with your 15-meter circle right and let her come to walk. Hands. So now on this circle, think right leg forward, hands up and forward, and say, go get it, go get it, go get it, go get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Super. And then out of your 15-meter, settle into the walk.
Oh, good
Good
girl.
Patter. Big
Good
pats. That
job,
was lovely.
Sophie Mare.
So
Look
now,
at
if,
you.
like, she's getting stronger, you got to say, like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to pull you into it. Like, go get it, right? Like, you
Right,
get forward,
right.
she should go seek that contact because now she's like,
Yeah.
whoa, where have you gone? Like, I want to go get it, right?
Right,
And
right.
then as you bring that hand back just a little bit, that's like your little half halt. That's what your half halt becomes. Okay.
Gotcha.
So it's literally like forward an inch, back an inch, forward an inch, back an inch. And you can do that same thing when you start to do your trot lengthenings as far as like soften hand, like hands are up, like go get it. And then hands come back, bring her back. Right. But it becomes a much more subtle aid to her than saying like, stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Go,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But when you do those 15-meter circles, you're helping her to load the hind end without you feeling like you're pulling her back to sit down, right?
Right.
Because now that circle is going to want to back her off a little bit, and you can actually ride through that circle and say, yeah. Keep the power, keep the push. This is exactly what we want now, right?
Yeah, totally.
Super.
Good job.
Really good.
Good
Excellent
job.
ride, you guys. That was fabulous.
Thank you. That was so cool.
Yeah, you're welcome. That was awesome. Great
So
work.
cool.
So
yeah, I definitely, my hands are clicking. We're getting there.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's going to take time, right? Like it's muscle memory. And when she used to like hang on you and you're trying with every fiber of your soul to like pick her up, you're going to get to a point where you're trying to be like, okay, stay round and like, but don't run away with me. Like it's just a matter of saying like, okay, now we need to make this little transition in your position of like, carry your hands up. You've got quiet hands. She's being much more obedient. So now like this is the next rung of the ladder, right? Like my hands are here. You got to meet me here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, super ride. That was great. Really, really good job.
Yeah.